Yes. This is the fellow who killed Aerys because he was not okay with blowing up a city full of millions of people just because a madman wearing a crown says so. Fuck the odds. Likewise, people forget that Jaime was left alone to protect Aerys, Elia, Rhaenys, and AegOn in a big-ass keep. There was no one else in there to help him. Even if we decide that Elia needed only one Kingsguard around because the prince and princess were going to be with her at all times due to their infant ages, this means that Jaime was spread thin as he has two different targets to protect who are not going to be in the same room. Hello everyone, if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any new updates on your favorite TV series. Aerys was disgusted with Elia's Dornish appearance and was pissed that Rhaenys took after her mother, because he wanted Valyrian Supremacy genes to win. If you were Elia, would you stay in the same room as him or would you decide, fuck this noise, I'll be safer in the opposite room as him with my kids? Obviously, most people would choose the latter. So, in the end, Jaime was left protecting 4 different people, 2 if we consider that Rhaenys and AegOn won't be far from their mother outside of an emergency, 3 of whom are going to be in a different location than the highest-ranking one. Any bodyguard worth his salt is going to tell you that it's not going to work out, you need a unit of at least 3 people guarding them. So, that's logistical problem number 1. The other is that Jaime sat down alone on the throne because he was most likely having a breakdown, because though he did the objectively right thing in killing Aerys, he still broke an oath and stained his honor to do it. This abstract notion of honor, even if it's worth less than toilet paper, will bother him since he is cognizant enough to know that his dreams of being the heroic knight he's always wanted to be just went up in flames. So, if Elia heard some rattling or something spooked her enough to grab her kids and run for the throne room before the death squad came for her. Of course Jaime is going to protect her. This is a man who, when Pia starts sobbing at his feet, he promises her that no one will hurt her. He keeps this promise, as when one of the mountain's men tries to rape her, Jaime has Ser Island Pain take his head off and then he presents his head to Pia. Pia is a mere servant of House Went, a peasant, a nobody. No noble of either house has lifted a finger to stop people from raping her. Jaime did, simply because it was the right thing to do as far as he was concerned. If Jaime saw Elia and her kids in his line of sight, he'd go in, fall apart later, you have to protect them mode and immediately get into position to defend them. Hell, Elia might get the truth of what happened to Aerys out of him, if only because she has no illusions about the sort of nut job her father-in-law was. She'd probably be more likely to say, "What did Aerys do to finally make you snap?" In which case, the Mountain and his men are going to have a few problems as they can't attack Jaime. I mean, they could in theory, but I wouldn't give them very high odds of surviving Tywin's wrath for so much as touching a hair on Jaime's head. Even if the Mountain is that stupid, and I doubt that, he's a sadistic monster, not a retard, his men sure as hell aren't stupid enough to gamble with their lives like that. In short, best protection ever. Thanks for watching, please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.